Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Decorah Vikings softball diamond tonight in a county matchup in softball between the South Winn Warriors and the Decorah Vikings. The Vikings come in 6-19 on the season. The Warriors come in 18-10. Lizzie Hartman in the circle for Decorah. And she will face this South Winn lineup. Abby Hageman, the shortstop. Jenna Ellsburn at third. Christina Nesbitt in center field. Taylor Bucat, the pitcher. Jocelyn Bushman in right field. Jaden Severson, the catcher. Taylor Numedal at second. Gracie Schmidt, the designated player. Kaylee Romas at first base. And Mariah Hageman in left field. That lineup will face Lizzie Hartman. And Lizzie will have the defense behind her, including Natalie Heffern in left, Lexi Leuenberger in center, Katie Nimrod in right, Neerling Monteith, Hable, and Miller on the infield, and Lauren Eggert behind the plate. And the first offering is a strike from Hartman. As we get going at 7:43, it's no balls and one strike. The Warriors 18-10 on the season, and Decorah 6-19. Both these teams will begin postseason play next week, as that one smacked up the middle and a base hit. So Abby Hageman gets a leadoff single here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Jenna Ellsburn. Sunny, but a bit cool here tonight. A lot of jackets, sweatshirts out in the crowd right now, as the first offering goes low to Jenna Ellsburn. 1 ball, no strikes. Warriors will open up postseason play a week from tonight on their home diamond against Sumner Fredericksburg. As the bunt is shown and the pitch is low, ball gets away from Lauren Eggert. Down to second base will go Hageman, and she'll beat the throw of Lauren Eggert. So there's a 2-0 count on Ellsburn, and Hageman is at second base with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Hartman ready. The 2-0 skips in there. Eggert with a nice stop. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Decorah coming off a second-place finish at their own tournament over the weekend, defeating Osage and Central Elkader and losing to a talented Perry squad as the pitch goes outside. Ball 4. So a good start for the Warriors. Hageman a single, and Ellsburn with a walk, and Christina Nesbitt will be the batter. First and second, nobody out. Top of the first inning, no score. Nesbitt bunts. Third base side, Hartman will field. She'll throw to first base with Hable covering the bag, and the sacrifice complete. 1-4. Hageman moves to third. Ellsburn to second. Taylor Bucat will be the batter. No score, top of the first inning, but the Warriors threatening. Bucat, a left-hand hitter against the right-hander Hartman, and the pitch a strike, 0-1. Randy Tope calling the balls and strikes, and Mark Nuss working the base pass here tonight. Hartman ready, the 0-1 offering, ground ball foul towards head coach Jeff Kruger in the third base box. And it's no balls and 2 strikes now. So Hartman well ahead in the pitcher against pitcher matchup against Bucat. Hartman ready, the 0-2 offering, low and away. Nice stop by Eggert, moving to her left to avoid runner advancement. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1-2 inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Warriors have conference doubleheaders the next 2 nights. At Starmont tomorrow night and Key High Thursday. Fly ball, shallow center coming on is Lexi Leuenberger. She makes the catch. Hageman comes to the plate. The throw there not in time. Back to second base after moving down a bit was Ellsburn. A sacrifice fly for Bucat, and the Warriors draw first blood. Hageman scores on the sacrifice fly from Bucat. Pretty decent throw from Leuenberger. Put a little bit of drama in the play, but a high school arm from the outfield is going to have a tough time throwing out a quick runner at the plate, who has just 60 feet to go. Runner at second, 2 down, And here's a ground ball towards second off the bat of Jocelyn Bushman. It's picked up there by Alex Abel. She'll throw to first base to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's South Winn 1, Decorah coming to bat. And the Vikings will bat this way. Leading off in right field, Katie Nimrod. Batting second, the shortstop, Riley Monteith. Hitting third at third base, Haley Neerling. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Lizzie Hartman. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Lauren Eggert. Hitting sixth, the designated player, Madison Sexton. Batting seventh in left field, Natalie Heffern. Hitting eighth in center field, Lexi Leuenberger. Batting ninth at second base, Alex Abel. And at first base is Tori Miller. That lineup will face Taylor Buchheit, a sophomore left-hander for the Warriors. And Taylor will have this defense behind her. Mariah Hageman in left, Christina Nesbitt in center, and Jocelyn Bushman in right. Jenna Ellsburn at third, Abby Hageman at short, Taylor Newmandahl at second, and Kaylee Romas at first. Jaden Severson behind the plate, and Buchheit in the circle. Warriors coming off a second place finish on Saturday at the Dunkerton tournament. That was their last competition. And the Vikings finished second at their own tournament here on Saturday. On a brutally warm day to play softball. A lot more comfortable here tonight, as Bushman will throw to Nimrod, to Monteith, and to Neerling here in the bottom of the first inning. Warriors up 1-0 on a sacrifice fly by Taylor Buchheit to score Abby Hageman in the top half of the first inning. Katie Nimrod will stand in from the right-hand side of the plate to face the left-hander Taylor Buchheit. And we're about ready to get things underway. Nimrod looks at the first one, and that one slipped out of the hands of Buchheit and sails all the way back to the backstop. It's 1 ball, no strikes. He's been a good leadoff hitter this year. Pretty good on-base percentage. Providing some nice pop in that top of the order as well. 1-0 delivery. High again from Buchheit. It's 2 balls and no strikes to count. Final week of the regular season. The 2-0 delivery outside for 3 balls and no strikes. .30 taking all the way is Nimrod, and she'll take inside for ball 4. So Katie reaches to start here in the bottom of the first inning. And the batter will be Riley Monteith. 1-0 Warriors, bottom of the first. Infield up at the corners, expecting a bunt from Monteith. Riley shows no sign of bunting. Pitch low. Katie takes off, throw down to second base in time. Solid throw from Jaden Severson to Abby Hageman, the shortstop. It's 1-0 on Monteith, but Nimrod erased from the base pass. 2-6. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Riley Monteith. And a leadoff walk turns into 1 down and nobody on as Monteith swings and flies one deep down the left field line. Mariah Hageman angling over into foul ground, but she can't quite get there. Monteith gave it a ride, but she gets new life, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Riley Monteith. Vikes will have MFL Marmac tomorrow night, and then we'll end the conference schedule with a doubleheader against Charles City on Thursday night. 1-1 delivery, swinging a pop-up, third base side, foul territory. Actually, it stays in fair territory for the shortstop Hageman, who makes the catch just onto the outfield grass from the infield dirt. And there's 2 down here in the inning. And the batter is Haley Neerling. 1-0 South Winn on the sacrifice fly by Taylor Buchheit to score Abby Hageman in the first. First pitch out of the zone from Taylor Buchheit. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery, ground ball foul. Past assistant coach Erica Randall in the first base coaching box. 1 ball and 1 strike count. They retrieve the softball, and Buchheit has it back in her glove. Buchheit, a left-hander. Don't see a ton of those in softball. 1-1 delivery. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Just the unusualness of that perhaps gives Buchheit a little bit of an advantage. 1-2 taken outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Neerling. 1-0 South Winn, bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 delivery, swinging a fly ball towards right field. On is Bushman. She lunges. She can't get there. The ball gets by her. Neerling is at second base standing with a double. So a 2-out double for Neerling. A little blooper down the right field line, and Bushman couldn't quite get there. And now Lizzie Hartman will try to help her own cause. Buchheit, the South Winn pitcher, got the RBI in the top half of the inning. Hartman trying to do the same thing here in the bottom half of the first inning. Lizzie swings and fouls the first pitch off. No balls and 1 strike. 1-0 South Winn, bottom of the first inning. Oh, 1 just missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The pitch swung on, fly ball left center field, and that one will be in there and to the gap. Neerling will score as Hartman trades places with her. It's a 1-1 ball game. So a 2-out RBI for Lizzie Hartman to score Haley Neerling. And Ambria People will be the courtesy runner out at second base. And Lauren Eggert with a chance to give Decorah the lead. 1-1 the score. They're in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch to Eggert is a strike. It is 0-1. So both pitchers with the RBIs in the first inning helping their own cause. The pitch for a strike outside edge. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The count on the Decorah catcher. Buchheit ready. The 0-2 offer and ground ball. 1 hopper right back to Buchheit. She'll throw on to first base and Kaylee Romas. And the side is out here in the first inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left, 1 complete, 1-1 the score. 1-1 game as we go to the second inning. Just got a suggestion from listener constituency, but I won't follow it, with all due respect. As Lauren Eggert taking a little time to get the gear back on. She was the final out of the bottom of the first inning. Both pitchers helping their own cause in the first. Taylor Buchheit for South Winn with a sacrifice fly to score Abby Hageman. And Lizzie Hartman with a double to left to score Haley Neerling. A 1-1 game as we start the top half of the second inning. Jaden Severson, Taylor Numedal, and Gracie Schmidt do hitters 6, 7, and 8 for the Warriors in the top half of the second inning to face Lizzie Hartman. As the first pitch sails high, it is 1 ball, no strikes. Hartman walked 1 and gave up 1 hit in the first inning. A swing and a miss from Severson. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Warriors a week from tonight open up postseason play. They will take on Sumner Fredericksburg on their home diamond. Pitch goes low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Looking at Class 2A region number 4. If the Warriors win that one, they will have to play it right away the next night against Denver as the pitch swung on and foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Lauren Eggert. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Warriors will travel to Denver if they're able to beat Sumner Fredericksburg next week. Swinging a foul back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Other side of that bracket, Columbus and Wapsie Valley. The regional final scheduled or regional semi scheduled for Waterloo Columbus on Friday the 8th. Ground ball toward short, picked up there by Riley Monteith on to first base to retire Severson. One down here in the second inning. The other side of that bracket has St. Ansgar and Lake Mills in the first round. Winner of that faces Mason City Newman. Top side of that bracket, Central Springs and West Fork. The highest remaining seed will host the regional final on Monday night, July the 11th. Taylor Newman looks at the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah will open up a week from Thursday night against Mason City. 1-0 grounded foul right side. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Softball a season where you play a lot of games, but it's a grind because in a month you're pretty much done. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss from Newman. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Because the teams that lose early next week, the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss at a rise ball. First strikeout for Hartman, and there's 2 down here in the second inning. Get a chance to relax a little bit before either heading off to college in the fall or heading off to your fall sport or your winter sport, as Gracie Schmidt swings and misses at the first one from Hartman. No balls and 1 strike. 1-1 game, Decorah and South Winn here in the top of the second inning. The 0-1 delivery drops in low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count with 2 down. Hartman ready, and the pitch, ground ball. Right side, fielded on multiple hops by Habel. A high throw. And they're going to rule Schmidt safe at first base. They ruled the high throw from Habel caused Miller to pull her foot off the bag. Runner at first, 2 down. Kaylee Romas, the batter. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. So that'll be the first defensive miscue from either squad, as the error will go to Habel on the throw. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kaylee Romas, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. 1-1 game. Top of the second inning here tonight. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It is 1-2. This is AM 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson for Decorah and South Winn in softball tonight. 1-1 game here in the top of the second. Foul ball, right side, and Romas stays alive at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both pitchers with RBIs in the first inning. Taylor Buchheit, sacrifice fly for South Winn, and Hartman with a RBI double as the pitch taken inside corner for strike 3. And Romas retired here in the first inning. 1 error, 1 left, 1.5 complete. We are tied at 1. 1-1 game as we go to the bottom of the second inning. On a pleasant, little cool night for high school softball. Good contingency of fans on hand, as you would expect with a county matchup here tonight. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 here in the second inning for Decorah. Madison Sexton, Natalie Heffern, and Lexi Leuenberger. Sexton, the designated player for Decorah. Bats from the right-hand side of the plate and looks at a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 delivery, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So Bouquet gets ahead of Sexton. She gave up a leadoff walk to Nimrod in the first inning. Nimrod then was thrown out, but the Vikes were able to put together a 2-out rally. Pitch swung on, popped up right side after it. At second base is Numedal. She can't quite get there. It lands in fair territory, so a bloop single for Sexton to start things here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner at first and nobody out. And bunting, or at least attempting to, is Heffern, and Heffern fouls it back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning, a 1-1 score between Decorah and South Winn. Heffern shows no signs of bunting on the second pitch and takes the pitch for a strike. It's 0-2. So we'll see if Coach Iverson leaves the bunt on in this situation. 0-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Dropper low and away. And that's the first strikeout for Bouquet. 1 down here in the inning, and the batter is Lexi Leuenberger. Sexton at first. 1 down and a 1-1 game as Leuenberger looks at a strike outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Some hard, high heat from Bouquet. And Leuenberger unable to catch up with it. The 0-2. High as the pitch goes high, and Leuenberger laid off the riser. One ball and 2 strikes. Pitch low and away. It's 2-2 now. Sexton got on a bloop single, then Heffern struck out. The 2-2 delivery hit well into center field. Retreating is Nesbitt. Nesbitt reaches back and makes the catch. Sexton stays at first. She'll be there with 2 down. So 2 down. And a runner at first. And the number 9 hitter in the Decorah lineup, Alex Habel, will be the batter. 1-1 score, bottom of the second inning. And the pitch low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes trying to take advantage of getting their leadoff runner on for the second consecutive inning. The 1-0 in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Bouquet wheels and deals. 1-1. Swinging a pop-up foul straight back and out of play. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A Hartman RBI double in the first for Decorah. A Bouquet sacrifice fly in the top of the first for South Winn. 1-2 on the pitch to Alex. Change up low. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vikes looking for their 7th win of the season here tonight. Picked up 2 over the weekend at their tournament. 2-2, swung on fly ball, deep left field. Retreating is Hageman. That ball is gone! Alex Habel with a 2-run homer. And Decorah has a 3-1 lead. The Vikes have scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs, as Alex Habel hits her first home run of the season. I'm going to assume that's her first varsity home run as well. I think Alex was shell-shocked enough as she went around first base. She kind of stopped, maybe thinking that ball was caught, but it was over the fence as Nimrod hits a ground ball to second, picked up there by Numedal, on to first base to retire Nimrod, and that's that for the second inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the third. It's Decorah leading by a 3-1 margin. Third inning we go, a 3-1 lead for Decorah, and Alex Habel, 2-out, 2-run homer in the bottom of the second inning gives Decorah the lead. Top of the order due for the Warriors in the top of the third. Abby Hageman, Jenna Ellsburn, and Christina Nesvik. So Decorah getting a crooked number on the board on the Habel home run in the bottom of the second inning. As Hartman delivers to Hageman, and the pitch in there for a strike, it's 0-1. Hartman gets the target from Eggert in the 0-1, taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hageman got a single to center and scored the Warrior run in the first inning. 3-1 lead for Decorah. All 3 runs coming with 2 outs. The 1-1 delivery. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. Lizzie ready, and the 1-2 delivery is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hartman with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts through her 2 innings. As the pitch goes low, it's now 3-2 on Hageman with Jenna Ellsburn waiting on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Hageman to start here in the third inning. 3-2 ground ball left side picked up there by Riley Monte. She'll throw to first base. The throw is low, and it gets by Miller, so the error on Decorah will allow Hageman to reach for the second consecutive time. A runner at first, nobody out. Jenna Ellsburn, the batter. She walked in that first inning. Ellsburn bunts right back to the circle. Hartman fields in front of the circle, and the throw to first base is dropped there by Alex Abel. So 2 errors have put the Warriors in business, first and second, with nobody out here in the top of the third. And Coach Iverson going to take a pause and head out to the circle to talk to his infield and battery. So 2 defensive miscues in the third inning have put the Warriors in business, and Coach Iverson out to the circle to try to calm down his team. 3 errors thus far for Decorah. First and second, nobody out. And Nesvik, the batter, she sacrificed 2 runners up in the first inning. And she'll swing and foul at the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. No sign of bunting in the first at-bat. Decorah listed with 56 errors, and there are 25 games coming in. 0-1, well high from Hartman. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. The runner at second is Hageman. The runner at first is Ellsburn. A ground ball foul right side. We will give Ellsburn a sacrifice on that last play because she was getting called on to sacrifice. And she did that job, and she reached on the fielding error. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Nesvik. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a pop-up straight back, foul territory. Eggert can't find it, and it lands just to the left of the batter's box. Eggert didn't see it off the bat, and when you don't see it off the bat, it's going to be tough for a catcher to make that play. That's one of those things that's easier said than done. It's harder than it looks. Pitch swung on, fouled, straight back and out of play. Warrior fan making a nice snag behind home plate. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Decorah leading 3-1 here in the third inning. The 1-2 delivery swung on, sliced towards right field. After it is Nimrod. She can't get there. It goes all the way to the fence. Hageman will score. Moving to third is Ellsburn. It's a 3-2 lead for Decorah now. On the Nesvik double to right. to score Abby Hogman. Hogman has now scored both runs for the Warriors in this ball game to this point. And now Taylor Bouquet will look to repeat her feat of the first inning, helping her own cause. She had a sacrifice fly in the first to score Abby Hogman. The runner at third is Ellsburn. The runner at second is Nesbitt. And the pitch, outside corner for a strike. It is 0-1. So a back-and-forth softball game thus far. It's 3-2 Decorah. Pitch goes low. Nice stop by Eggert. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One and 1 the count in the pitch. Swinging a foul at the plate. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate. That went off the mask of catcher Lauren Eggert and back to the screen. So Bouquet stays alive on the previous offering from Lizzie Hartman. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 delivery. Outside corner taken for strike 3. First out of the inning. Hartman gets her third strikeout. 1 down in the inning, and the batter is Jocelyn Bushman. Bushman grounded to second her first time up. Second and third with 1 down, 3-2. Decorah leading. Pitch swung on and missed at a riser from Lizzie. And it snowballs in 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Inside corner for a strike. Got the rise ball by her. And pipes a fastball in on the inside corner. So good sequence here for Lizzie, 0-2. As the pitch goes low, it gets by Eggert. Down the line from third comes Ellsburn. She will score. And it's a 3-3 ball game. So Viking mistakes getting taken advantage of by the Warriors. 2 errors and a wild pitch have tied the game, or at least helped tie the game. Here in this inning, the other run scoring on a Nesbitt double. 3-3 game here in the third. And the go-ahead run at third and a 1-2 count on Bushman. Inside corner, strike 3 call. Warriors expressing some frustration with Randy Toph's strike zone behind the plate, but it's been pretty big for both sides thus far. Runner at third, 2 down. Jaden Severson, the batter. She'll swing at the first one and foul it back. No balls and 1 strike. Severson grounded to short in the second inning, 0 for 1. The pitch high. Warriors scored the first run of the game. Decorah matched it in the bottom of the first inning. Decorah gets 2 in the second inning, and the Warriors have matched that 2 here in the top of the third. Pitch outside corner for a strike. It is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count on Severson with 2 down in the inning, and the pitch swinging a foul at the plate, and that one got a piece of Eggert. And Lauren is in pain behind the plate as Coach Randy Iverson and trainer Kelly Ruckert out to assist Eggert in that situation. Iverson and Ruckert are both on one knee as Eggert is just crouched in pain right now. The crowd is pretty silent as they attend to Lauren Eggert behind the plate. Catching obviously a tough spot. Decorah fans of baseball saw the situation the other night with Jace Johnson in the JV game, and they continue to attend to Lauren. Behind the plate, and we hope for the best for her. She hasn't really moved at all behind home plate ever since the foul ball. Now she is into a sitting position as she still gets attended to by trainer Kelly Ruckert, both umpires on supervising the situation right now. Again, we hope everything's all right for Lauren Eggert. Behind the plate. And we know Decorah student athletes are in good hands with the able abilities of Kelly Ruckert behind the plate, and I believe Coach Randy Iverson is just motioned for Haley Neerling to get the catching gear on, and Ambria Pipo will come in and play third base. They still attend to Eggert behind the plate. Not exactly sure what the specific injury situation is, but we definitely hope for the best for Lauren Eggert, as talented of a young person as there is on this softball team, and frankly as tough of a kid as there is, as Kelly Ruckert now asks assistant coach Erica Randall to help Eggert to her feet, and Lauren is up on her feet and gets a sportsmanlike applause here as she gets to her feet, and I say this because of no speculation. We can just say from an accuracy standpoint, Lauren was pretty wobbly getting up. And in situations like this, you take no chances at all. And hopefully Lauren will be all right. We do, there's always risk when it comes to playing any sort of activity, and really anything you do, and just makes you sick to your stomach when a kid goes down like that. Coach Randy Iverson talking to home plate umpire Randy Tope, discussing the potential changes that are getting made. We do know that Haley Neerling will move from third base to catcher. Ambria Pipo is moving actually to first base. And Pipo will bat in the spot that Eggert is vacating. And Tori Miller will move over to third base. Again, we hope for the best for Lauren Eggert. She does have the mask off and still getting talked to by Kelly Ruckert in the Decorah dugout. And for now, we make the awkward transition back to the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down, and a 3-3 game here in the third inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. The Warriors have tied the game here in the third inning on an RBI double by Nesvik. And a wild pitch here in the third inning. Update from baseball, Decorah leading 9-1 in the bottom of the third inning over walk-on. Vikings took the first game of the doubleheader, as you heard here on AM 1240 KDEC and KDECradio.com at 5:30 tonight. It was a 6-0 final. 1-2 the count as I believe umpire Randy Tope is reporting the changes over to the South Winn dugout. That is what the delay is right now, as Kelly Ruckert continues to work on Lauren Eggert in the Decorah dugout. And Kelly goes and talks to Lauren's folks right now. And again, hopefully everything's going to be all right. That's an awfully scary situation, because Lauren just frankly wasn't moving behind the plate. Three the score. And let's see here. I believe it's just some changes getting reported here, if I'm not mistaken, as Lauren Eggert's still being attended to by her teammates over on the Decorah dugout. They've gotten all the catching gear off of her. And frankly, I'm not sure what the delay is right now. So and now Randy Tope, the home plate umpire, is back around home plate, and here we go. The pitch swung on, popped up directly behind home plate. Haley Neerling couldn't find it, but Lizzie Hartman gets to it, and Hartman will make the catch to retire the side. So in that long third inning, 2-run score on 1 hit, helped out by 2 Decorah errors and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It is Decorah and South Winn tied at 3. 1-1 the count on Riley Monteith as we start things here in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 3-3 game between South Winn and Decorah. Pitch outside to Riley. 2 balls, 1 strike. Monteith popped to short in the first. 0 for 1. 3 runs, 4 hits for Decorah. 3 runs, 2 hits for South Winn. Pitch outside from Bucat. It's 3-1 the count. Decorah with 3 errors thus far. The Warriors with none. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch swung on ground ball. Fair up the left field line. Monteith with a turn at first base. She'll stay put right there. And a base hit to left to start the third inning. And the Vikings have gotten their leadoff runner on in all 3 frames to this point. And now the catcher, Haley Neerling, will be the batter. She doubled and scored in the first inning. Neerling bunts third base side, picked up there by Ellsburn. Throws to first base with Numedal covering. Sacrifice good, 5-4. And Lizzie Hartman will have another opportunity to help her own cause. Just joining us, Taylor Bucat gave the Warriors the lead on a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, Hartman a 2-out RBI double to tie the game. Alex Abel a 2-out home run in the third inning as Hartman fouls the first pitch third base side. No balls and 1 strike. And then the Warriors score a run on a Christina Nesbitt RBI double and a wild pitch in the third inning. 3-3 game. Runner at second, one down, bottom of the third inning. The 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It is 0-2. Decorah is without catcher Lauren Eggert, out with an injury that she suffered defensively in the top of the third inning. Pitch goes low, it hops away from the catcher Severson, and Monteith up to third base on the wild pitch. So 1-2 the count on Lizzie. One and two, swinging a fly ball, right field. Angling over is the right fielder Nesbitt. She will make the catch. Tagging at third is Monty. She's coming to the plate. The throw skips by the catcher Severson, and it's a sacrifice fly for Hartman, and it's now a 4-3 lead for Decorah. If that throw doesn't skip by the catcher, Monteith might have been in trouble at the plate, but nonetheless, Hartman now with 2 RBI on the night. It's 4-3 lead for Decorah. And Ambria Pipo will get her first at-bat of the night. Pipo was a courtesy runner earlier tonight. The pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. Pipo's now playing first base. Tori Miller was moved to third base, and Haley Neerling was moved to catcher when Lauren Eggert went out of the game. The pitch goes for a swing and a miss by Ambria Pipo on a rise ball, 0-2. I see they are taking Eggert away from the facility right now. Again, we hope for the best for her as the pitch goes low. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lauren Eggert. A 4-3 lead for Decorah. Vikings take the lead back on the sacrifice fly by Hartman here in the bottom of the third. Pitch outside corner, strike 3 called. Pipo down on strikes. Vikes with 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. 3 innings complete in this one. It's 4-3 at Decorah. 4-3 lead for Decorah. It's been a back-and-forth softball game to this point. As we go to the top half of the 4th inning, Taylor Numedal struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. She'll look at the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Hartman has struck out 4, walked 1, given up 2 hits thus far, 3 runs, and 1 of them earned. Ground ball up the middle, pass to diving Habel, and into center field for a base hit. Leuenberger overran the ball. Nimrod alertly backs her up, and Numedal kept to a single. A runner at first with nobody out, and the batter is Gracie Schmidt. Reached on an error in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. Decorah does have 3 errors to this point as the pitch goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Something tells me the way this thing is going, 4 runs will not win this game. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Offensive timeout asked for by head coach Jeff Kruger up the third base side. A couple of brief words of encouragement and or instruction to Schmidt, and away we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Schmidt will square to bunt, and she'll bunt foul behind the plate. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out here in inning number 4. The pitch, swinging a foul back. It's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hartman gets the target from Neerling, and the 1-2 delivery is high and away for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two delivery, sliced foul, first base side, not a play. So we'll do it again at 1 ball, or 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Temperature cool for the 28th of June tonight. The 2-2 delivery, foul ball landing right below us here on the first base side. Perhaps putting a dent into this press box over here. At the very least, it woke me up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swinging a foul again. So good battle taking place between Schmidt and Hartman as that ball got the south wind bus over on the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Everything tidied up here in the booth now. The 2-2 delivery, rise ball high, gets by Neerling up to second base will go Numedal. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 4-3 lead for Decorah. We play the top of the 4th inning. Warriors with a runner at second base and nobody out. 3-2 delivery, high for ball 4. So a single and a walk puts the Warriors in business here in the top of the 4th inning. And the batter will be the number 9 hitter, Kaylee Romas. Romas struck out looking in inning number 1, or rather inning number 2, I should say. First and second with nobody out. Romas hits one off the end of the bat, foul, first base side, no balls and 1 strike. Was he ready? Bunt showed by Romas as the pitch taken high from Hartman. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Kaylee Romas. New series of signs from Coach Kruger. Romas tries to bunt and bunts through it. No, it was actually a foul ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll see if Coach Kruger leaves the bunt on in this situation. Riser high from Lizzie, and it's 2-2 now. First and second, nobody out here in the 4th. 4-3 Decorah, and the pitch swung on, loop down the right field line after it as Nimrod can't quite get there. So we'll do it again at 2-2. The runner at second is Numedal. The runner at first is Schmidt. 2-2 delivery, rolled foul. Past assistant coach Kelsey Schwaman in the first base box. So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Warriors battling well. Here in the 4th inning, the 2-2 delivery, outside corner, strike 3 called. So Hartman with yet another strikeout. She now has 5 through 3 1/3. And Abby Hageman will start the 3rd trip around the Warrior batting order. 4-3 at Decorah. Here in the 4th, Hageman has scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Warriors. She'll swing and ground 1 towards 3rd, foul. No balls and 1 strike. She singled and scored in the 1st inning, reached on an error, and scored in the 3rd. Warriors with 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd. Decorah 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 3rd. Oh, and 1 on Hageman. The pitch, ground ball right back to Hartman. She'll go to 3rd and get the lead runner. And there will be 2 down here in the inning. So Numedal retired 1-5 with Schmidt moving up to 2nd. And Hageman reaching first base. Jenna Ellsburn walked in the 1st, sacrifice, reached on an error, and scored in the 3rd. She'll look at the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Warriors yet to score a run with 2 outs. Decorah has scored 3 of their 4 runs with 2 outs. 1-0 delivery. Low, it gets by Neerling, so moving up 60 will be Schmidt to 3rd and Hageman to 2nd. It's now 2 balls, no strikes on Jenna Ellsburn. Tying run at 3rd, go-ahead run at 2nd. And the pitch, ground ball right back to Lizzie, she'll throw to first base in Peepo, and Ellsburn retired 1-3, and the side is retired here in the fourth inning. 1 hit, 2 left, halfway home. In this county matchup tonight, South Winn leads Decorah, or Decorah leads South Winn, I should say, 4-3. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. Madison Sexton, Natalie Heffern, and Lexi Leuenberger for Decorah. Vikes have scored in every inning to this point, and they lead it 4-3. Sexton singled and scored her first time up, and she'll take one on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Vikings looking for win number 7 on the season. The 0-1 delivery is low. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One delivery. Missed outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on in all 3 frames thus far. 2-1 delivery, grounded towards third. Gets by the third baseman, Ellsburn. Gets by the shortstop, Hageman, and reaching will be Sexton. First defensive miscue of the night for the Warriors. A runner at first with nobody out. And Natalie Heffern will be the batter. Heffern fouls third base side, and it lands foul off the bunt attempt. No balls and 1 strike. Heffern struck out swinging her first time up. 0-1 delivery, bunted first base side, fielded there by Romas. She'll throw to Numedal, covering the bag, and the sacrifice complete, 3-4. And actually, they take the out off the bag, as Mark Nuss, the base umpire, said the ball hit Natalie Heffern while she was in the batter's box. So it ends up being a foul ball, so it's no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch high and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. One-two, swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup that time from Bouquet. Bouquet gets her 3rd strikeout, and it's the 2nd time that Heffern has been a strikeout victim. Runner at first, 1 down. Lexi Leuenberger lined out to center her first time up. She fouls one third base side. Over is the catcher Severson and the third baseman Ellsburn, and it lands harmlessly foul. No balls and 1 strike. Sexton, the runner at first with 1 down, and a 4-3 Decorah lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-1 delivery, swung on, loop towards the middle of the infield, caught by the shortstop Hageman, and she'll throw to first base and double up Sexton. And that's that for the 4th inning. 1 error, nobody left, 4 done. Warriors and Vikings tonight. The Vikings lead it by a 4-3 margin. Nesbitt strikes out on 3 pitches to start things here in the 5th inning. Hartman with yet another strikeout. She now has 6 on the evening, 1 down, nobody on, and Taylor Bouquet takes the strike, 0-1. 4-3 Decorah leads it here in the 5th inning. Bouquet a sacrifice fly in the first, struck out looking in the 3rd, and she'll ground one up the middle at a base hit. So Bouquet gets the 4th hit of the night off of Hartman. A runner at first with 1 down here in inning number 5, and a courtesy runner, Morgan Martin. Morgan Martin running as the courtesy runner in first base. Up to bat next to the Warriors, number 20, center fielder Jocelyn Bushman. A little courtesy run for Bouquet at first. So Jocelyn Bushman will be the batter, and she'll look at a strike, 0-1. Bushman grounded to second in the first, struck out looking in the 3rd. A 4-3 lead for Decorah. They're hitting South Winn 5-4, out erroring them 3-1. Pitch low and away. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley Neerling behind the plate. Lauren Agert went out with an injury earlier on. The 1-1 delivery, ground ball towards short, and that one goes between the legs of Monteith and into left field, so the Warriors in business, first and second, with one down here in the fifth inning. They had a first and second with nobody out situation in the fourth. Decorah was able to get out of it. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first, Jaden Severson at the plate. She grounded to short in the first inning and fouled out to the pitcher, Lizzie Hartman, in the third. Pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Hartman ready in the 1-0 offering. Ground ball left side, past the diving Monteith and into left field for a base hit. Everyone's going to move up 60 feet as Severson gets the single. Martin moves to third. Bushman to second. Severson to first. And Taylor Numedal with a big-time chance for the Warriors. 4-3 to Decorah, but the lead is an ominous one right now as the Warriors will have another courtesy runner at first base. That will be Ellie Lesh. Running for the catcher, Severson, as Numedal grounds one through the right side, past the glove of Hable and into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another runner coming towards the plate is going to get tagged out by Neerling. So the game is tied as Numedal gets a single. Bushman rounded third way too aggressively. The throw came to the plate. Bushman tried to get back towards third, and she was tagged out there by Haley Neerling. So an RBI for Numedal to score Morgan Martin. And Bushman out 9-2. First and second, 2 down in the inning. Gracie Schmidt will look at the first pitch, low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. 4-4 game now here in the fifth. The 1-0 low. It skips away from Neerling to her left, so both runners going to move up 60 feet. Lesh to third, Numedal to second. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Baseball game 2 is now over. Decorah has defeated Walk-On 16-1 in 4 innings. The pitch high. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Gracie Schmidt. Hartman delivers, pitch low, gets by Neerling. Down the line from third to score is Lesh. Up to third will go Numedal, and the Warriors back on top. It was ball 4 to Schmidt, so she walks. But the ball got by Haley Neerling. Lesh was able to score. Warriors with the 2 spot here in the 5th inning to take a 5-4 lead. And it's first and third with 2 down for Kaylee Romas. Romas has struck out twice. The pitch goes low. The runner at first, Schmidt, will take off and take second uncontested. 1 ball, no strikes. So second and third with 2 down as the pitch in there for a strike. And it's 1-1 now on Romas. Warriors doing some 2-out damage here in inning number 5 as Romas ahead of 1 from Hartman. She fouls it off. One, 2. The pitch, ground ball to the right side, fielded there by Hable. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Romas and the side here in the 5th inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left. 4.5 complete. Warriors up by a 5-4 margin. It's been a back and forth game to this point. Warriors took a lead in the first inning. Vikes tied it up. Bottom of the first inning, Decorah took a 2-run lead, 3-1 after 2. Warriors got the 2 runs back in the third. Vikes got a run back in the bottom of the third. Warriors get 2 back in the top of the 5th. Alex Habel, then the top of the order, and Katie Nimrod and Riley Monteith here in inning number 5. The 4th inning was the first inning. Decorah had a 0 in the line score. Habel swings and fouls the first pitch off. No balls and 1 strike. Alex got her first home run of the season. In her last at-bat, a 2-out, 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. And the pitch low and away. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch outside corner taken for a strike. So Bouquet starting to pitch with a little bit more confidence, being the factor offense has helped her out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 5-4 Southwind. The pitch swung on and missed. So Bouquet now with 4 strikeouts, 1 down here in the 5th inning. And the batter is Katie Nimrod. Nimrod walked and was caught stealing in the first, grounded out to second to end the 2nd. And Katie looks at a strike, nothing in 1. Bouquet ready. The pitch high and away. It is 1 ball, 1 strike on Nimrod. One and 1 the count. Bouquet ready, the 1-1. Taken high, or did it hit her bat? Randy Tope is going to ask Mark Nuss, the base umpire, if that was a foul ball. Randy Iverson trying to sell that if it hit her helmet. I believe they're going to rule it a foul ball, and yes, they will. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Katie Nimrod. 1-2 delivery. Just missed the outside edge. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. The pitch well back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In the last 8 batters, Bouquet's only allowed 1 base runner. That was on an error, and that runner ended up getting doubled up on a pop fly to the infield. 3-1 grounded up the middle. Diving stop made it short by Hogman. Throws to first base, and they got her. Nice play by Abby Hageman. A, to get to the ball, and B, to throw it from her knees and get the out at first base. So 2 down in the inning. And the batter is Monteith, who popped to short in the first, singled and scored in the 3rd. The pitch hammered down the left field line, but foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. 5-4 Warriors as we play the bottom of the 5th inning. Part of our baseball-softball doubleheader tonight. Baseball has won both games, 6-0 and 16-1 and 4 over walk-on. Softball down to 3 games left on the regular season. You can say it goes fast, but the way the schedule is set up, it's going to go fast. You basically get a month to play about 30-some games. The pitch grounded off the end of the bat, fielded at 3rd by Ellsburn, but she can't field it, and Monteith will reach. So that'll be the 2nd error of the night for the Warriors. Monteith keeps the inning alive by putting the ball in play, and Haley Neerling will get a chance. 5-4 Southwind, bottom half of the 5th inning. Neerling doubled and scored in the 1st and sacrificed a runner-up in the 3rd. 3 of the 4 runs Decorah has scored tonight have come with 2 outs. Neerling swings and flies one towards center field. Angling over is Jocelyn Bushman into left center, and she will make the catch to retire the side. 1 error, 1 left, 5 innings complete. It is Decorah trailing Southwind 5-4. Top of the 6th inning we go. Warriors leading it by a 5-4 margin. Will be the top of the order for the Warriors here in the 6th inning as Abby Hogman looks at the first pitch low. 1 ball, 2 strikes Hagman singled and scored in the first, reached on an error and scored in the third, and bounced into a force play in the fourth inning. Hagman 1 for 3. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball toward short, fielded there by Riley Monteith on to first base, and Ambria Pipo, and one away here in the sixth inning. One down, nobody on, and the batter is Jenna Ellsburn. Walked in the first inning, reached on an error after sacrificing and scored in the third, and bounced back to Hartman in the fourth. Ground ball towards left field and a base hit. Past a lunging Monteith and into left field. So Ellsburn will reach with one out here in the sixth inning. This is AM 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson with the county matchup at Northeast Iowa Conference softball tonight. And Upper Iowa Conference softball. South Winn leading Decorah 5-4. Pitch a strike from Nesvik. No balls, or to Nesvik. No balls and one strike. She sacrificed in the first. Double to right, knocking in a run in the third, struck out swinging in the fifth. 0-1 delivery, ground ball right back to Hartman. She'll throw to second base, and Monteith to get the lead runner. Ellsburn forced 1-6 with Nesvik reaching. 2 down in the inning, and the batter is Taylor Bouquet. She'll try to help her own cause. She did in the first inning with a sacrifice fly. She struck out looking in the third inning, began the rally in the fifth inning with a single to center. Her courtesy runner, Morgan Martin, eventually scored. Swinging is Bouquet, flying one down the left field line. Long run for Natalie Heffern. She got there, but she couldn't corral it. No balls and one strike. Good job by Heffern to get there, but once you get there, you got to make that play. Because that ended up hitting her left wrist as compared to any other part of her glove. The 0-1 delivery, swung on, slice towards left field, long run for Heffern again, and it lands in front of her, and it skips by her and all the way to the fence. Scoring is Nesvik on the single by Bouquet. We'll rule it a single and an error out and left, and the Warriors have a 6-4 lead. So Bouquet now 2 for 3 on the night. As the fifth Viking error of the night leads to the sixth Warrior run of the night. And the batter will be Bushman, and she pops one right back to Hartman. Lizzie able to make the catch in front of the circle. And that's that for the sixth inning. 1 run, 2 hits. 1 error and 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. It is 6-4 South Winn. 6-4 South Winn as we start the bottom half of the sixth inning. Warriors have scored 2 in the fifth and 1 in the sixth inning to retake the lead. It's been a back and forth game for the majority of the night. Hartman has 2 RBIs, an RBI double in the first and a sacrifice fly in the third. Lizzie swings and fouls the first pitch back. No balls and 1 strike. She'll be followed by Ambria Pipo and Madison Sexton. Pitch outside from Taylor Bouquet. Bouquet has not given up a hit since a Monteith single to start the third inning. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up foul. First base side, not a play. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hartman. So Bouquet has definitely found her groove. She struck out 4, and she hasn't walked anybody. Warriors have committed 2 errors behind her. Pitch swung on, foul back. One ball, 2 strikes. The count remains on Hartman. And the pitch swung on and missed at a changeup. Ball got away from the catcher, Severson. She'll throw down to first base to record the putout, despite the fact that Lizzie didn't run. So that's 5 strikeouts for Taylor Bouquet and Ambria Pipo, who struck out looking in the third inning. Swings the first one, taps, run right back to the circle. Buchheit fields at the bottom of the circle and throws to first base to retire Pipo. 2 down in the sixth inning. 2 down, nobody on for Madison Sexton. Singled to right and scored in the second and reached on an error in the fourth. Buchheit hasn't given up a hit since the third inning. 2 hopper to second, and Taylor Numedal. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Sexton. And a quick bottom of the sixth defensively for South Winn. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the seventh. Warriors leading 6-4. Warriors leading by a 6-4 margin as we go to the seventh inning. In case you're just joining us, Ashley Schwartzoff now playing left field for Decorah. Warriors got on the board in the first inning on a Taylor Buchheit sacrifice fly. Bottom of the first inning, a Lizzie Hartman 2-out RBI double made it 1-1. Decorah took the lead in the bottom of the second inning on a 2-out, 2-run homer by Alex Habel to make it 3-1 as Hartman starts Jaden Severson with the strike. 0-1. Severson is 1 for 3 on the evening. The 0-1 delivery grounded past Hartman, fielded at short by Monty, throws over to first base, and beating it out was Severson. So Severson will reach, and Ellie Lesh will be her courtesy runner. Warriors got 2 runs back in the third inning on an RBI double by Nesvik and a wild pitch. That made it 3-3. Decorah scored their final run to this point in the bottom of the third inning on a sacrifice fly by Lizzie Hartman. That made it 4-3 after 3. It was 4-3 after 4. Warriors scored 2 in the fifth inning. Bunting and fouling the pitch off is Taylor Numedal, 0-1. Numedal is 2 for 3. Taylor Numedal had an RBI single in the fifth inning, and the wild pitch scored the other run in that frame. 0-1 delivery, ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So first and second with nobody out for the Warriors, and Numedal now 3 for 4. Gracie Schmidt will be the batter. Reached on an error in the second, walked in the fourth, and walked again in the fifth. A Decorah error gave the Warriors their 6th run of the game back in the 6th inning. Pitch swung on and missed by Schmidt. No balls and 1 strike. So of the 6 runs South Winn has scored, only 1 has been earned. Swinging a foul. Right side, not a play, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. But if I've said it once this year, I've said it a million times. You put the ball in play in high school softball, you're going to be in good shape because teams just frankly don't play that good at defense anymore. 0-2, ground ball to short. Monteith picks it up, throws to Tori Miller covering the bag at third to get the lead runner. 6-5, the force out to get Lesh. Numedal to second. Schmidt to first, and Kaylee Romas will be the batter. Struck out looking in the second, struck out looking in the fourth, and grounded to second in the fifth. First pitch high from Hartman, 1 ball, no strikes. It's not like the Warriors haven't had their hits. They do have 8 on the night. So it hasn't been totally a defensive breakdown as the pitch goes low. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. This is a team that has won 18 ball games, and they are a pretty decent softball team. 1 ball or 2 balls, no strikes. As the pitch low, and it hops by Neerling to her right. So moving up 60 will be Numedal and Schmidt. Numedal to third, Schmidt to second. It's 3-0 on Kaylee Romas. 3-0 delivery, taking all the way is Romas, and she'll take it for a strike. It's 3-1. Infield up, outfield up for Decorah. 3-1 in there for a strike. It's now 3-2. Three-two, swinging a foul back off the bat of Romas. Another 3-2. Another foul ball, right side and out of play. Second and third with one down. 6-4 Warriors looking for some insurance. 3-2 low for ball 4. And now the top of the order, and Abby Hageman will be the batter. Hageman singled and scored in the first, reached on an error and scored in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth and grounded to short in the sixth. Up again here in inning number 7. As Hartman starts her with the strike at the knees, 0-1. Bottom third of the order due for Decorah in the 7th. It'll be Ashley Schwartzoff, Lexi Leuenberger, and Alex Habel. 0-1 with one down. Infield up, outfield up for Decorah. 0-1 grounded right past Hartman. Picked up by Monteith. Throw to the plate, not in time. Monteith picked it up, threw to the plate. Numenal was able to beat the throw, and it's now a 7-4 lead as Hageman gets the RBI on the fielder's choice. Jenna Ellsburn will be the batter. Still only one out in the top of the 7th inning. Ellsburn grounds one towards second. Habel picks it up and throws to first base to get the out. Everybody else will move up, including Schmidt, who will score. And now it's a 4-run deficit for Decorah as Ellsburn gets an RBI groundout. Ellsburn now 1 for 4 on the night. Nesbitt will be the batter. She'll swing at the first one, foul at first base side. No balls and 1 strike. Nesbitt a sacrifice in the first, an RBI double in the third, struck out swinging in the 5th, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 6th inning. So the Warriors with 5 unanswered runs lead at 8-4. Pitch a strike from Hartman. It is 0-2. 3 of the 8 runs have been earned. The 0-2 delivery, ground ball towards short, fielded there by Monteith. Had a little trouble getting it out of her glove, but threw to first base to retire Nesbitt. And the side is out here in the 7th inning. 2 insurance runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. Vikes need 4 to keep this thing going. They trail at 8-4. Ashley Schwartzoff will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Vikes needing a rally. They trail at 8-4. South Winn looking for win number 19 on the season. Schwartzoff swings and misses at the first one, 0-1. She came in defensively for Natalie Heffern. Out in left field in the top half of this inning. 0-1 taken at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. Taylor Bucat has not given up a hit since the leadoff batter in the 3rd inning. And the 0-2 delivery is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The only base runners Decorah has had since that time have reached on errors. And since that time, Decorah has not had a runner get past first base. They led it one time, 4-3, and they trail at 8-4. Pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. But needless to say, Taylor Buchheit settled down after a rocky start. Kept her team in the game, and her offense helped her out. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Six strikeouts for Taylor Buchheit. More importantly, 0 walks. 0 walks and 2 errors as Leuenberger hits a fly ball towards left field. Mariah Hageman retreats. She's near the fence, and she dropped the ball. Leuenberger will slide into second base, and she'll be there with 1 down. Hageman appeared to be under that ball and kind of got turned around a little bit and ended up dropping it. 3rd error of the night for the Warriors. And Alex Sable, who has a home run tonight and has also struck out, will be the batter. Pitch grounded towards left field and through for a base hit. Stopping at third is Leuenberger. That's the first Viking hit since the third inning. First and third with one down, and Katie Nimrod will be the batter, and Jeff Kruger will go out and talk to his infield and battery. Coach Iverson and Coach Randall will take advantage of the time to talk to hitters and runners halfway between third base and home plate. First and third, one down. Vikes need another runner to reach to get the tying run to the plate. The hit by Habel was the sixth of the night for Decorah. Two of them were by Alex. Katie Nimrod is 0 for 2. Walked in the first, grounded to second in the second, grounded to short in the fifth, and she'll look at a strike. 0-1. 8-4 South Winn, bottom half of the seventh inning. Bouquet ready. Pitch at the knees and for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 the count with one down. The 0-2 delivery. Swinging a ground ball toward short. Booted there by the shortstop Hageman. And she tried to shuffle it over to second base and Newman, but Newman couldn't handle the shuffle. A run will score to make it 8-5. So the Warrior defense, which has been pretty decent tonight, letting them down here in the bottom of the seventh inning. And now Riley Monteith will come to the plate representing the tying run. She's 1 for 3 on the night. She looks at a strike, 0-1. Monteith popped to short in the first. Singleton scored in the third and reached on an error in the fifth. Vikes with one hit and the Warriors with 2 errors here in the bottom of the seventh inning. The pitch, swinging a foul, right side and out of play. It's no balls, 2 strikes now. Habel, the runner at second. Katie Nimrod, the runner at first. Bouquet ready. And the 0-2 offering, swinging a foul at the plate. So we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes on Riley Monteith. Two and two to the count, and that hitter. It was actually 0-2. It was a hard riser up and in, and that got Monteith. I think it got her in the upper arm as she tried to spin away from it. So Habel third, Nimrod second, Monteith first, and now the winning run at the plate in Haley Neerling. She's 1 for 2 with the sacrifice, a double and a run scored. Haley looks at the first one, low and away, 1 ball, no strikes. 8-5. Decorah isn't going down without a fight. A 1-0 delivery, swing and a pop-up third base side. After it at third is Jenna Ellsburn, but it lands foul directly in front of the Decorah dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike count. One and one. And Bouquet ready. The pitch swung on, fly ball deep down the right field line, and it lands just foul. Landed about 5 feet in front of the auxiliary fence and maybe 5 feet foul. Maybe. Trish Hartman telling me it was closer to 5 inches than 5 feet. Believe who you want to believe there, but it was close. That's the point. But it's 1-2 now on Haley Neerling. 8-5 South Winn, bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 down, bases loaded for Decorah. And the 1-2 delivery swung on, fouled over the head of Coach Iverson in the third base box. Had to bend down and duck out of the way of that one, even though it was nowhere close to him, with all due respect, Randy. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And Taylor Bouquet asking for a new softball. 1-2 with one down. The 1-2 delivery swing, and a foul down the third base line. And it lands along the fence foul, so good battle taking place between Neerling and Bukite here. This one hasn't been the prettiest of softball games, but it hasn't lacked for dramatic moments. The newest, biggest pitch of the game coming up right here. Another 1-2 to Neerling. Ooh, just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Bukite will have to come up with an 8th offering to Neerling in this at-bat. 2-2 delivery, swung on a loop towards shallow right field. Out is the second baseman. Numedal, she will make the catch, and Nimrod gets doubled up off of second base, and that is going to be that. So a rally killer, a pop out into a double play. And the side is out here in the 7th inning, and the Warriors beat Decorah by an 8-5 margin. Total is on the ball game. 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and 10 left for South Winn. 5 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors, 3 left for Decorah. Taylor Bukite, the winning pitcher, and Lizzie Hartman, the losing pitcher. So Decorah drops to 6-20, and South Winn improves to 19-10. Many people to thank for making the evening of broadcasting possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of baseball and softball tonight. Baseball-wise, Decorah defeats Walk-On 6-0 and 16-1 in 4 innings. And softball, South Winn defeats Decorah 8-5. It's Decorah and MFL Marmac tomorrow night. We'll have it for you at approximately 7:15. For the moral support of Trish Hartman, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long. From the Decorah Softball Diamond, Warriors win at 8-5. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night.